Welcome to the Gazette Weekly Wrap Up, your go-to source for the top news stories from across our community. I'm Dylan Kroll, bringing you the latest from our weekly newspaper. From major developments to local events, business highlights, sports, and more, we've got you covered. Now let's jump into this week's biggest headlines. We begin with the stories making an impact across the entire county. First up, the Geneva Community Center transformed into a Parisian dream on June 26th for the 18th annual Senior Prom Dinner Dance. With French-inspired decor, dishes like chicken cordon bleu and a crepe bar, and plenty of dancing, the 158 seniors from across Ashtabula County gathered to celebrate. For one couple, it was a return to prom 65 years in the making. In Geneva news, Amber Massey celebrated the grand opening of Mini Mo Vintage and Boutique at 4N Broadway in Geneva. Inspired by a visit to Lewiston, New York, Massey launched the shop to bring curated vintage, secondhand, and a new fashion to back to her hometown. Now let's zoom in on highlights from Gazette's core coverage area. In Ashtabula City Council news, at its July 7th meeting, Ashtabula City Council voted 5-2 to repeal and replace a moratorium on a small box retail stores, which was originally passed on June 2nd. The decision followed heated discussion over a planned convenience store at Prospect Road, where the owner signed a lease prior to the moratorium. Also in Geneva news, downtown Geneva came alive the evening of July 3rd with the debut of the Geneva Business Association's first ever night market. Shoppers browsed local vendors, practiced guided meditation, and enjoyed live music by the Chasers at the Rotary Pavilion. Organizers say the event is helping to bring new energy downtown with more night markets planned for August 7th and September 4th. Now let's head south. In New Line news, a new dollar store is under construction at 5291 State Route 46 in New Line Township, with an expected opening within the next month. The store will feature over 8,500 square feet of retail space and plans to hire 6 to 10 employees. Also in Orwell news, Tina's Treasures and Thrift has an anticipated opening date of August 1st at 11 North Maple Street in Orwell. It will combine secondhand shopping with a heart for helping those in need. The shop plans to use proceeds to fund local aid programs and host creative community events like art classes and scavenger hunts. Now over to Conneaut and Kingsville's part of the county. In Conneaut news, on June 30th, the Conneaut Area Chamber of Commerce held its first ever job fair at the Conneaut Human Resource Center, drawing steady attendance and participation from 19 businesses. Plans are already underway to build on the success for future fairs. In other Conneaut news, a fast-moving fire on July 12th devastated 2 neighboring homes on Liberty Street in Conneaut and damaged several others. Firefighters from multiple departments battled the blaze amid hot, windy conditions, while local residents provided support. City officials praised first responders and community members for their efforts, and a local funeral home offered shelter to displaced neighbors. Let's switch gears and take a look at what's happening in sports-related news. Peyton Hudson of Pymatuning Valley and Bella Young of Conneaut have been selected to compete in the USSA All-American Games from July 28th to August 2nd in Melbourne, Florida. In other local sports news, the District 1 All-Stars cruised to a 17-0 victory over District 7, powered by a strong pitching performance from Max Smith, an explosive offense including 13 hits and 13 stolen bases. And finally, we head over to Lake County for updates from the Tribune. In countywide news, on Saturday, July 13th, Headlands Beach State Park served as the main hub for the Lake Erie Sand Sculpture Tour and the 2025 Headlands Beach Fest, organized by Lakeside Mystic Fleet. The event featured over 80 vendors, live music, and dancers, and a highlight performance by professional sand sculptor Carl Jara, who spent 4 days crafting his intricate piece entitled Bull in a China Shop. In Painesville, on Friday, July 12th, Dali Come officially opened its doors at 25 South Clare Street inside the Flavors Around the Square building in downtown Painesville. The Puerto Rican restaurant offers a menu full of island flavors. The restaurant will open from 5 to 11 p.m. Wednesday through Friday and 4 to 11 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. That's it for this week's edition of Gazette Weekly Wrap Up. For more in-depth coverage, visit us online at gazettenews.com or follow us on Facebook by searching Gazette News. Or you can find us at Instagram at Gazette News Ohio. Don't forget, you can subscribe online or pick up a copy of the Gazette or the Tribune to stay informed. Thanks for making us your trusted news source here in Ashtabula and Lake counties. See you next week.